What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of Cub Reacts on a Thursday morning. First of all, welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you for joining the channel. We're now hurtling towards 48,000 subs. It's incredible. I'm so blown away by the support recently. I want to thank each and every one of you. But yeah, we are getting into this one today. Brand new from Alikiba. It goes by the name Asali, straight out of Tanzania. Now, I know there are a lot of fans of Alikiba on this channel. We've done a couple of reactions to him so far, and you guys seem to have really enjoyed them. I am very aware, however, there is a big language barrier, so we are not going to be assessing the lyrics as much. We're going to be assessing the musicality, the overall creation of the tune, and everything in between. So it should be good. Hopefully you guys do enjoy. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, of course, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. Without further ado, let's get into this one. Loving the woodwind. Okay. Musically, this is already beautiful. So right from the jump, we've got those beautifully soulful tones of Alikiba. He has this fantastic way of arriving on tunes like this and just kind of, I don't know, exhaling smoothness. It's fantastic the way he does it. You then couple that with this almost sort of dancehall style drum rhythm set, which are kind of coupled up. Those kicks are basically doubled up with a chord line, which gives it that very dancehall-esque feel. You've got this kind of floating, quite mysticized woodwind, almost like loitering around the higher end of the mix, and it does give the whole thing this kind of sense of mysticism, which works really nicely. Beautiful start. Nice. I love the smoothness of this, man. Again, this lyricism, it's a shame that I can't translate because I'm sure it will make the tune 10 times better. But just the use of his vocal tones, really kind of nasally, just kind of utilizing that sort of delicacy that he possesses, just kind of quivering over the top of the instrumental, which works really cleanly. Again, you then couple that with a really, really smooth sense of backdrop. You've got this really nice kind of subtle string line floating around in there as well. You've just got just a smooth overall feeling. That little chord, piano line or key line that's running throughout the middle, giving the whole thing an extra sense of melody. This is very well put together. I love how sharp that stab is as well. And again, I don't know if you can hear in the lower end that this bass line is doing bits. This literal just kind of warbling, low-ended LFO almost, just kind of going... Just giving it this really kind of... You know when you're next to a subwoofer and you hear the speaker kind of blowing? That's the sort of sound that's coming through, which I really like. It's not sort of too intense in the higher ends. It does just have this very kind of potent lower-end bounce. Really cool.
Oh, daddy. Oh,
I really like what they're doing with the percussion on this, man. Woo! Diving straight into those strings afterwards as well, but I love the kind of, I don't know, the pop of that percussion, that kind of sort of sound that we're getting on the third beat. We've got do, do, da, do. Again, very much rotating back into a, again, dancehall sounding theme. I don't want to say influence because I don't really know where Alikiba's influences are directly. I've never really heard him speak about it, but I do know that sounds very similar to a lot of dancehall influence stuff, more so than the more percussive, syncopated sort of sound you'd expect to hear on an Afrobeats tune. This sounds a lot more dancehall kind of designed in the way that you've got those rhythms rolling in the lower end. And again, getting into this instrumental break with that very emotive string line. Let's go.
Pretty pie, right on the sunny bar, where you make up a bisha, make it ja. Kama ni dawa niambie tu, maana ni pressure juu yako tu.
I really like the musicality of this because it's constantly shifting. There's about 1,000 different instruments all kind of doing their own thing, and then they sort of take a seat back and another one moves forward. It's this kind of constant feel of rotation of instrumentation, and it does give the whole thing this very refreshing feel. You never know what's coming next. It's unpredictable, but not in a bad way. Like, you can still utilize the rhythm and utilize the kind of, again, that sort of drum line, which is the central point in this, and obviously that Alikiba vocal is super smoky as well. But the constant switching of instrumentation is great.
Hata dunia hayumbwe upya, mimi nitakupenda mpaka mwisho. Hata dunia hayumbwe upya, mimi nitakupenda mpaka mwisho. Hata uende mbali, mbali.
You hear that bass line down below just going... That sort of pattern is so replicant of what you would hear in like a classic 80s dancehall rhythm. Just that little pattern there, that rhythm more than anything else. The bass rhythm combining with that sort of drum set. Really, really cool, and it does give me serious dancehall vibes. And again, I've got to shout out Alikiba's vocal, man. The vocal is super smooth, super smoky, just kind of covering everything it lands upon. So well put together. Bassline killing And again, you layer all of these things in, the sort of repetition of Alikiba's vocal in this scenario. You then layer on top of that the kind of intricacies of the percussion. That sort of do, 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 do. That sort of repetitive rhythm going on within the drum selections and the percussive kind of increase on the third hit. Just again, I need to keep saying it because it does remind me so much of sort of... This is almost like a very instrumentalized version of an 80s dancehall rhythm. That's the sort of feeling that I'm getting off it. And again, I don't know Alikiba's background. I don't know how kind of much influence he would have had from that dancehall sound, but you can hear the similarities, like they're glaring. I love the way they just kind of make this outro very breathy as well. It's very kind of, it's almost like, again, that idea of exhaling, just very much... That's what's happening. The bass line's been stripped out. A lot of the instrumentation's been stripped out. We're left with just the drums, an element of the bass, and this vocal line. And it's a great way to round things off. It's a slow kind of descent back to earth, which works really well. We'll let this run through to the end and then give it our final breakdown. Fantastic stuff. That little woodwind line, beautifully done. Beautiful way to round this one off then. The sounds of Alikiba with Asali. Very enjoyable tune. No getting away from it. Very enjoyable tune indeed. It's been a while since we reacted to Alikiba. It's been a while since we've seen any new music. I think Utu was the tune we did last, and that was quite a popular one on this channel. So guys, let me know your thoughts on this one. Lyric-wise, again, if there's anything specifically I've missed out that's like a specific standout, do let me know in the comments down below. Again, we're here to assess the sonics more so, and sonically this is beautiful. The clear dancehall kind of replication going on works really nicely. The low-ended bass line and those sort of percussive hits kind of laying into that very much so. The smokiness of that lead vocal combining with the woodwind and the very emotive string lines give this an overarching theme of, again, mysticism, but also there's a real kind of subtle beauty in the way it's been put together. So there we go. Big up Alikiba on this one. As I said, let me know your thoughts on this tune in the comment section down below. And if you are new to the channel, do make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, of course, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. And we shall see you all next time. Peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CUBREACTS TV. Stay locked.